Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Family Sedan channel. Here's a headline from the Crypto Basic. XRP finally breaks downtrend after 777 days, all set for 576% rally. Yeah, so this is one of those things where it always seems impossible until it actually happens, because people get down in the dumps with sideways and downward price action. Although I'd still argue, in terms of price action for XRP most of this year, not looking too bad. And it's pretty easy to understand why. There's a lot of people, including myself, expecting very positive price action as a result of a positive conclusion in the SEC v. Ripple case. But look, I don't make price predictions. I could be wrong. Hell, maybe XRP goes to zero. I literally don't know. But I want to share with you perspective from a particular analyst within the community who has become very well known, approaching something like 90,000 followers on Twitter. And that's who they were talking about in this Crypto Basic article. And 576%, that sounds pretty good for a quick little move, but you know where that puts us? And I'm not complaining. That would put us fairly close to all-time high territory. And I've said many times, it's worth repeating, XRP cannot hover around in the wild range that it's been hovering around in for the last roughly 5 years. It's either it's going to hit a new all-time high at some point, or it's going to go to zero at some point. To me, it's binary. I really firmly believe one of those things is going to happen. And when you look at the increased adoption for XRP, well, I'm betting on the one that I'm betting on here. But anyway, before going further, though, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. As I record this video, XRP's at 49 cents, and I will note it damn near hit 50 cents again. You've seen some positive price action for much of the last 24 hours. And Bitcoin, even although it's a little bit below $27,000, it actually, for a brief period, was above $27,000 again today. You've got the market cap for the asset class a little shy of 1.1 trillion, and Bitcoin dominance at 48.13%. Crypto Fear and Greed Index 49 out of 100, which is neutral, so pretty similar. Pretty similar where we've been the last couple days or so. So let's dig in here, because the idea of this ultimately happening at some point in the future doesn't sound wacky to me. It's just interesting and kind of exciting that if this guy's right, and that's an if this guy's right though, and his suppositions are correct, in the short term, we're going to be seeing some really big moves for XRP here. So anyway, piece reads as follows. Following an impressive 11% weekly close, XRP finally broke above a downtrend it has been trading below since April 2021, setting the stage for a 576% rally. Yeah, and by the way, so just to be clear, and it does state it in the article, but you're talking about literally, considering where the current price level is, you're talking about XRP jumping from 49-50 cent range to $3.30. I haven't seen it that high since beginning of 2018. And it's because of the SEC. I firmly believe that. But anyway, piece continues. XRP has finally broken above an elongated downward trend line it has been caught in since its drop from the $1.96 high in April 2021. According to Dark Defender, the prominent analyst who first called attention to this bullish breakout, XRP is now gearing up for a 576% rally to $3.30. Now, Dark Defender highlighted that this downtrend has persisted for up to 777 days, serving as resistance against any price rally from XRP. The downtrend began with a correction that started on April 12th, 2021. And so, yeah, my friends, it just is the case that when it comes to investing, most of what it is to invest, and this is why I'm so hands-off, after I buy something, I literally just don't do anything, it's because most of what investing is it's just sideways trading, really, or sideways price action, basically, or downward price action. And so that's why after I purchase anything, I just understand that at some point in the future, it's likely going to be worth less, at least for some period of time. And I understand that getting in and out of positions, that's a very risky proposition. And so I just ride it out. And so, yes, you're talking about 777 days now, according to this particular analyst. and finally broke from the downtrend. That's what this guy's saying. So the point is, whether he's right or wrong, and hopefully he's right, that's the kind of persistence that it takes when it comes to investing. And by the way, in case anyone was wondering what I meant when I said it's a virtual certainty after you buy something that it will be worth less in the future, the reason that is unquestionably, obviously true once you think about it properly, is because substantially less than 1% of humans for any asset ever buy the actual bottom. Because it's there, it's a flash in the pan, blip on the radar. It's very short lived, and unless you're one of the, and by the way, the people that do end up purchasing the actual bottom, that's a freak accident. That's how rare that is. It's a freak accident. So what's more likely is that you're not buying at that blip in the radar moment, that flash in the pan moment, which means at some point it's going to be worth less than what you paid for it because you can't time the bottom. And that doesn't mean that just because it's what you invest in, if it does become worth less than what you paid for some period of time, that doesn't mean that it will always be the case or that it's going to zero or anything. But people have so much trouble with that concept. You know, it's just they get the feels and it gets scary. Oh my God, it's worth less than what I paid for. How are we going to survive? And meanwhile, you know, for the first few years that I was in XRP in particular, and I do mean literally for years, I was down on my investment in XRP or at about break even. That's what it was. And I was like, well, yeah, but I understand it. I understood the whole time, like I can't buy bottoms. So I just didn't worry about it. And now it's worth a lot more despite the SEC having pushed the price of XRP down to an artificially low level. It's still worth a lot more than what I paid for it, because I've been here a while. That's kind of how it works. And I'm patient AF. Anyway, piece continues. Notably, XRP attempted to break above it in September of that year, but the opposition foiled this move. Another attempt in November 2021 faced stern opposition, resulting in futility. Subsequently, XRP remained below the downtrend throughout 2022, with no effort at breaking above it. The asset's next breakout attempt came in March this year amid the solo run that saw XRP hit a high of 58 cents. However, this attempt was also futile, with XRP dropping below the lofty price position. And by the way, I'll just say that wasn't a surprise that it didn't go higher from that point when it was at 58 cents a few months ago. And I remember even the blockchain backer was talking, he was warning, he's like, hey, you know, it's even possible you could see 30-something cent XRP. And I don't think it quite dropped that low, but that's not the point. The point was the fact that it went down, which he was warning, like that was correct. It's not some sort of sign that something is amiss. It's just markets are markets, man. Sometimes it's nothing. It's just nothing goes up in a straight line forever. You know what I'm saying? Piece continues. XRP's latest attempt occurred in the last week of May as it closed the week with an impressive 11.18% surge. This attempt was successful, with XRP finally breaking above the downtrend. The asset has continued to trade above it. Amid XRP's latest price movements, Dark Defender emphasized that the asset is now forming the cup pattern on the weekly charts. A cup pattern is a bullish chart pattern characterized by a rounded bottom formation. It usually signals an uptrend following a breakout. Dark Defender stressed that, at this position, XRP could still plummet to the 40-cent level. However, he assured that this would not invalidate the looming price uptrend. According to the Analyst, XRP's first target in the upcoming rally is 89 cents. And by the way, I'd simply say this too. These expectations, these are outside of the SEC v. Ripple case ending. I haven't seen him state anything about that being a factor. Like he's purely just doing his chart analysis thing here, which I find to be that much more. That's why I kind of wonder here. I mean, if he's right, and there's no way to know for sure, but if he's right, that in conjunction with a positive crypto market in general and positive news in the SEC v. Ripple case for XRP, what would that look like? That could be ridiculously positive. It just makes me wonder. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Piece continues, though. He noted that the asset would leverage this position as a launch pad to the second target at $1.73. Afterward, XRP would gear up for an ultimate surge to $3.30. A price of $3.30 would mark a 576% increase from XRP's current value. Dark Defender noted that this uptrend would start in August. Well, timing's hard to nail, but he's right. And again, it's an if, but I just thought I'd highlight it. He's well known in the community at this point, close to 90,000 followers. Crypto media is covering here, so I don't know if he's right or not right. I don't pretend to be a chart analysis guy, but I find it fascinating nonetheless. And either way, I mean, I've already placed my bet. So what? Even if his TA is just a train wreck, I'm not saying that it is, but I'm just saying even if it's way off, I still could not be more firm on my position that XRP is just going to be worth an absolute fortune in the future. Like that's what my strong belief is at this point. Nothing's guaranteed. I get it. Like I keep saying, could be wrong. Goes zero. Fine. But I think, let enough time pass. Things are going to work out, and it's just going to happen because one of those things will happen. Like I said earlier in the video, either it goes to zero or we hit a new all-time high at some point. It can't float around for decades and decades and decades, just hover around this price range that it's been in for the last 5 years. That's not going to happen. That's a silly idea. Of course that's not going to happen. So it's exciting to be here right now. We're on the precipice of something great, perhaps. That's what it looks like to me. So we'll see here. And by the way, actually worth mentioning this too. There's some institutional money flowing into XRP. Again, people placing their bets. So take a look at this headline from Daily Hodl. XRP, Cardano, and Polygon see institutional flows after big altcoin discount. CoinShares. Digital assets manager CoinShares says institutional investors are eyeing up altcoins as crypto markets suffer outflows for the 9th week in a row. In its latest digital asset fund flows weekly report, CoinShares finds that institutional investors sold off $5.1 million in crypto holdings last week, significantly less than in the previous 8 weeks. And let me just go down a little bit further because I don't need to read the whole article to make this point. Here we go. However, according to CoinShares, recent crashes in altcoins prompted institutions to invest in XRP, Cardano, and Polygon. And by the way, those are all coins. I think Polygon's one of the coins too that the SEC is going after. Cardano definitely is. And so check out this quote. The prior week's crash in altcoin prices prompted investors to add to positions with inflows totaling US $2.4 million with XRP. $2.4 million with XRP. With the price crash happening. Again, look, people are placing their bets, and we're talking on an institutional level here, which I think is not the dumb money, generally speaking. That is not the dumb money. The dumb money is the typical retail speculator. If you look at how they just, my God, the incredible ability to do exactly the wrong thing. That's what the typical retail speculator does, which is why I only somewhat jokingly call them useful idiots, because I can count on them to continue to make very poor decisions for themselves, and then I just do the opposite. That's pretty much it. It's like, but we're all adults here, right? We're all adults here. And I could be wrong. Maybe they're right in this case. I mean, I doubt it, but we'll see here. It's positive stuff, folks. Puts a smile on my damn face. Let me know what you think, but I'll wrap up here. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Family Sedan.